iNaturalist calls this limber pine, and maybe it is. I'm going to go look it up. If it is, I'm going to talk about it. My writer suggested the joke, "I like my women like I like my pines, limber." I vetoed this, tasteless. My writer has been fired, and I am my writer. This is a tough time for me. Another tough pill. While I was researching this, a friend shared a picture of a pine that looked just like this one, and for a minute, I'd convinced myself this was a federally threatened whitebark pine and went down that rabbit hole, only to find that whitebark pines do not, in fact, occur in Utah. I try not to go down rabbit holes without finding and sharing a metaphorical rabbit, so good news, we're going to talk about both of them now. Both limber and whitebark pines are members of the high five pines, a guild with 5 needles per fascicle who live in high elevations. It also includes southwestern and western white pine, foxtail pine, sugar pine, Rocky Mountain bristlecone, and Great Basin bristlecone pines. These trees all have these heavy wingless nuts, so wind doesn't disperse them. Instead, they depend to various degrees on one bird, Clark's nutcracker, to spread and colonize new locations. Like the one you and I have, this relationship, in that you presumably like my videos, and if I go a day without a notification on my phone, I will die. It's a real corker of a mutualist relationship. The upward sweep to their branches provides a good perch, and the nutcracker's curved beak is perfect for digging through the armored cones and getting at that delicious nutrition. Nutcrackers have a throat pouch perfect for transporting and hiding seeds for later that can carry up to 150 seeds at a time. One bird can distribute 100,000 in a year. Nutcrackers, like other corvids and the non-corvid chickadees, have great memory of where they bury their seed stash, but like I will sometimes blank on a name the second someone tells it to me, they forget some of them, and that's important. Those forgotten caches grow into new trees. This is especially vital in the case of the whitebark pine. They have a completely obligate relationship with Clark's nutcrackers. This is a concern for forest managers and should be for all of us. One study found that when whitebark pines decline, nutcrackers find other food sources and stop visiting the suffering stands altogether, which creates a feedback loop, especially when whitebark pines are suffering from a fungal disease introduced from China called blister rust. That reduces cone production. This is disastrous, especially as climate change aids the spread of mountain pine beetles. Nutcrackers can find other trees, but the trees can't find new nutcrackers. And this is a keystone species. When it disappears from high elevation ecosystems, we lose their ability to retain snow and slow the spring melt that provides water and shelter for other plant species like Engelmann spruce and subalpine fir seedlings in a forbidding landscape. Whitebark pines provide refuge and food for at least a dozen birds and lots of small mammals. Their seeds, which have roughly the same caloric density as butter, are also a major food source for grizzly and black bears, especially when building up fat reserves for their winter torpor. When I think about the ways all of these ecosystems are connected, I'm simultaneously in awe that it's so elegant and perfect and resilient, while also humbled that they are so vulnerable. From the seed to a tree to a nutcracker and mountain chickadee, and safe squirrel and fat bear, the plants nursed by their shelter and snow retention and a little shade for me to rest before making a final push to a summit, they do so much. It's a cycle that if just one piece is removed could disappear from large swaths of mountains just in our lifetime. This is humans' fault, and it's our job to fix it. One way is to support national park foundations like Mount Rainier, North Cascades, Sequoia, Kings Canyon, and Yosemite. The Whitebark Pine Ecosystem Foundation is planting fungus and beetle-resistant plants. They could use your help. Not everyone has to fix everything, but I'm a firm believer that if we all find a little niche that becomes our thing, eventually we cover all of the things. This could be yours. Planting the seeds needs to be done by hand, and if you've got some of those, you could be part of the fix.